This is ZNS Total Sports, brought to you by 4th Terrace Diagnostic Center.
Good evening, it's a Thursday and it's Valentine's Day Sports Check. I'm Charles Fisher. Well, you know the Carifta BTC Championships is just a little over a month away. Well, coming to town this weekend will be two big representatives from the North American and Central and Caribbean Confederation. They will be here to do some inspection.
Take a look at what is happening and to get an update on all areas of it. At the Carifta Games itself, President Diak, along with the General Secretary and a number of other persons from the IWF, persons responsible for marketing and promotions, will also be in attendance, and they will be making an observation as to our readiness and making a critical analysis, working hand in hand with us to ensure that we are in line with what we expected to host in 2014 and 2015.
Still on Carifta, some 500 volunteers will be needed to make sure a smooth running of the games. Basil Christie, the chairman of the organizing committee, says so far, so good.
We've had a strong influx of volunteers, and what's going to make this great, every volunteer is going to be trained. Everybody's going to know what they're doing. So we have a strong volunteer committee, and they're well into their preparation. We report that transportation is in place, accommodations is in place, even though that was a great challenge. Everything is falling into place. And because and the opening ceremony is going to be off the chain as usual. Well, as a matter of fact, it's going to be better than usual. We plan a fantastic show for the opening. Because this is going to be such a great effort on our part.
The UCAML basketball tournament tips off on Monday, and they too have also partnered with the BTC Carifta Track and Field Championships.
As part of the giveaways, we are going to be having Mr. Andy Gape from the Carifta committee, organizing committee. He will be coming out to the various games, and what he's going for as part of our giveaways, he will be giving away at various times free Carifta tickets. And so we're going to ask persons that, you want a free ticket. You come to Hugh Campbell, but you can get a free Carifta ticket, and we know all of us want to be out there for Carifta.
That sounds good. Leroy Archer and the National Sports Authority, they have come under fire lately for the charges being levied to Sporting Federation for the use of the facilities at the Queen Elizabeth Sports Center. Well, he compared it to this.
The challenge we have is that I always compare it to the airport. In the old airport, we never paid for parking, right? In the new airport, with all the new infrastructure and everything that's been put in place, you have to pay. You have to pay for the standard and the maintenance, and it's not free. And because of that, we have to educate the Bahamian public to understand that, yes, we were granted a facility, but we were not granted maintenance. And so now we have to raise the funds to maintain the facility, and you have to pay something for it. We have to raise the funds to maintain the facility because Bahamians like
Senior
nice things.
Volleyball Association Men's Championship Series back on court last night at the D. The technicians in the driver's seat up 2-1 on the defending champs, Scotiabank Defenders. The Scotia defenders would come out strong to take the first set 25-14. However, the technicians regrouped to take the second set 25-23. And with their backs against the wall, the defenders would take the next two sets 25-17 and 25-23 to secure the match and tie the championship series at 2-all. Ian Wyatt-Pinder led the defenders with 10 kills, 3 aces and a block. Alejandro Thompson completed 4 blocks. Jamal Ferguson finished with 8 digs. Shedrick Forbes 15 receptions and Tony Simon 41 assists. For the technicians, who once led this best-of-5 series 2-0, Ronaldo Knowles led all scorers with 18 kills, a block and an ace and 22 receptions. Eric Pappy Johnson held with 5 digs, and Audrey Farquharson finished with a block and 59 assists. Game number 5 coming up on Sunday. Meantime, the Bahamas Volleyball Federation looking to expand its wings during this term in office, and according to President Jomo Smith, they are better able to do this now with First Vice President Dawn Corner stationed in one of the family islands.
he is in the family of islands, so really you have someone there who can identify talent. We don't have to send someone per se right now to Cat Island because he is stationed in Cat Island. He already alluded to the point that they have some girls down there like 6'1", 5'11", 6'2", the height that we're looking for to build our senior women program off. So he identifies the talent. We send in a team and we do some training and try to develop the athletes and try to get them into the program.
Also on court last night was the start of the New Providence Basketball Association Men's Series at the C.I. Gibson Gym. The first game saw the Pyramid Food Rockets and the Real Deal Shockers. In a real run-and-shoot game, the Pyramid Food Rockets jumped out with 16-10 lead. Good play by both teams in the first, and after one, it was 24-23 Rockets up on the Real Deal Shockers. Shockers would then go on a 7-zip run to start the second and take a 43-42 lead at the half. Third quarter, still a close one between the two, back and forth. The Shockers up 65-61. Fourth quarter, Rockets came out, the aggressor, to go up 72-69 with 5 minutes left in the ball game. Down the stretch, the Shockers would pull away and take game 82-81. 1-zip series lead for them. Floyd and Bristol dropped in 31, Wilfred Colmer 16, and Devin Brennan had 11. Rockets led by Henderson Curry with 18, Torrent Forbes 15, Tamika Moxie 14, and Dimitri Maki, he had 10. Also from basketball, the 2012-13 season has been another trying one for the College of the Bahamas women's basketball team. For head coach Kim Roll, it's now a matter of building on what she has in order to reap the rewards moving forward.
Our team is very young. It's very small. I think this year we only had like about 9 players. Some of the players that we were recruiting last year, we weren't able to get them for academic reasons. And so outside of one senior, our team is like 6 freshmen and 1 sophomore, 2 sophomores. So it's a very, very young team, and so it's tested myself and Coach Smith's patience quite a bit. But we understand it because they're very young, and some of them, you know, we were surprised at how much we had to spend time on basics, you know, really the fundamentals of the game. And so sometimes it's even difficult to implement systems because you're just spending so much time on dribbling, passing, shooting, rebounding. And these are things that we expect when persons come from the high school that they leave the high school system with. But we find that we have to spend a tremendous amount of time just on the basic skills. And I think that has been a cry across the board for all of our sports.
And that's all my time for sports on a Thursday, Valentine's night. What you're going to do, I'm going home to watch basketball. Have a good one.